Can you tell us how you approached working on this piece, the conservation approach for this piece?
Well, I'm concerned mostly with the integrity of the artist's original intent. And so we know that the materials that we're going to use, we're going to try to match the material to the material that he used in this particular lining process. The painting had been removed from the wall, cut off in three long strips. Why in three, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't have been difficult to handle. Maybe it was high up in the air and they felt that if it fell forward, the paint would break or whatever, I don't know. But the bottom was not trimmed smoothly, evenly, nor were the sides. So we're in the process now of coming up with some sort of educated guess of just how high, how wide this painting was. So we're attaching strips of muslin, cotton, a beige color to match the material on the reverse of the original painting, and it's attached with a process of using Beva 371, which is a thermal adhesive, with a piece of Syrex, which is a spun nylon, very, very thin, but very, very strong. So we've done the addition of the cotton strip at the bottom, and we've also put the three sections together. Now, the next part will be to make it look good. So we're going to mount it on stretcher bars, and we are then, there's one other process. We're going to put this on a backing of cotton, duck cotton, to make it strong. So when that's done, all these losses here will be filled with a particular type of putty, and then we will do in-painting. Now, we've done considerable cleaning on this piece, and the painting had been very badly abused. It also probably hung in an atmosphere that didn't have, it wasn't glassed, so there's a lot of dirt, a lot of, just grime that had settled on it. The fact that the paint and the muslin is so thin and so porous, a lot of this material is sunk into the paint and is not removable. You can remove it, but at danger of removing the original white paint. So now that we've got it lined and we've done filling, then we're going to do in-painting. And the in-painting will be done with a series of tempera colors. I believe that the technique that he used was probably pretty simple. The amazing thing about this painting, and I don't know the history of the artist, but I understand this is either the only mural that he did, which is still remaining, or one of the last ones. He had a wonderful technique. If you'll notice that he's using classical mural fresco techniques of laying in a general color and then stippling or doing a little trataggio designs on the patterns, which helps create the form. In the area of the dungaree here, he's imitated the texture and the color, and the size of the painting is really pretty impressive. I mean, these are life-size figures, and I've looked very carefully, and it's difficult for me. I can't find a pencil mark. Now, I don't know if he did this from scratch, or if he did a drawing and then cut out and laid it down and went around with his color. I don't know, but I mean, always I think when you're a conservator and you're involved in something as closely as this, you can't help but kind of get caught up in the whole romance and the whole mystery of, how did he do it? But it is a very competently done piece, and it's exciting, and it has a message to bear. And I would consider it kind of a narrative work. But our goal is, when we finish, that we will make this, hopefully, all of this scratch, all this paint loss will be in-painted. The places where the paint is smeared, that's going to be cleaned up with our overpaint. And we'll be able to look at it, and when you see it, you won't say, oh my goodness, what terrible shape. You'll say, wow, that's absolutely amazing. Those are beautiful figures. What is the message this painter is trying to give? His colors, he has a muted palette, and as you can see here, the colors that we will be using are lots of the browns and the ochres and the greens, somewhere in here mixed with some of these other. And I think that his intent was probably to show, some of the colors of the desert. He's used a lot of turquoise, lots of browns, neutral browns, colors that would have been made and used by native artisans for thousands of years based on some of the natural earth colors.